Bitcoin's ETFs saw a net outflow yesterday, but don't get it twisted. This wasn't risk off, it was a rotation. Whales just bought nearly $500 million in Bitcoin. Ethereum ETFs are climbing, and meme coins are still gearing up. Let me show you why. Let's break it all down. Derivatives, smart money, macro, and the Fab Four. Let's start again with derivatives and ETF flows. CVD is pulling back. Clear slowdown in aggressive buying. Open interest is flat. Funding positive but tame. Leverage isn't driving this. Bitcoin's futures volume still high at 51.6 billion. Ethereum is even stronger at 37.3 billion. Historical Bitcoin volume remains elevated. So it's historical. All right, so historical Bitcoin volume elevated. This is still participation. Fear and greed. What do we got? Fear and greed at 74. We're hovering near correction territory, but not euphoric. So what does that mean? Smart money is rotating, but not exiting. Whales are rebalancing, and funding structure suggests upside remains in play right now, just cooling off. Okay, so ETF saw right here. ETF saw negative 91.40 million in outflows yesterday, mostly from Fidelity. But Ethereum ETFs, not pictured here, saw inflows, positive inflows of over 13 million, which means that this is a sector rotation. Okay, a sector rotation. But the real alpha, 21 Capital just bought 4,812 Bitcoin. That's $458 million. And options flows, 80% calls, loaded around $100,000 strikes. This is how smart money preps for continuation. Upside exposure with downside hedging. So the interpretation overall of what I just showed you, what we just discussed, institutions didn't bail, they shifted. Whales aren't waiting for dips. Call heavy structures and massive assets under management, 138 billion plus, confirm the bull thesis is alive. Now, let's take a look at Bitcoin. On the daily, it's rejecting 105. Okay, it's rejecting the 105 trend line, just right above here, right here, basically. RSI divergence is forming. Short-term caution. 98.5 thousand, which is right around here, just right here. Well, that's right here, just above these lines right here. 98.5 thousand is your first line of defense. And Bitcoin on the weekly, still riding the macro channel. Bulls are in control as long as $100,000 holds. Okay, this is how we're looking on the weekly. It'll be interesting to see if it's a red week or if this candle right on the weekly is red or green. Ethereum, go back to the daily. It looks nice on the weekly though, doesn't it? Ethereum holding above the 200 EMA, trading at just over 2,600. It's at 2,604. RSI is currently at 76.26. Cooling is expected. Support, right? We could see right here, this line right here, around 2,435. So maybe the 200 EMA. 200 EMA is at 2,435, actually 2,437, and just below it too, another line of support at around 2,411-ish. And so there is evidence that right now the spot is back in control. Okay, that continues to be the case today. And what does macro tell us? DXY retesting support. Okay, as you can see the wick right here, support at 100.37. Ideally, we want to see this loss, but right now we're at 101.08. Yields, 2-year and 10-year. Mentioned yesterday, we need to keep an eye on it. And green today. 10-year, green. 10-year. Previous was 2-year. This is 10-year. Both of them green today, looking like they're moving up. If they break higher than where we are, for example, this one 0.57, 4.567%. Right now we're at 4.540%. If they break higher, right, the 10 and the 2, if we break above this 200 EMA, then you can watch. Then we need to start watching out for trouble. Okay. The VIX tells us something else though. VIX is at 18.62. Complacency is real. Sitting on top. Well, no, sitting just below the 200 EMA, which is good. And the takeaway on the macro, the risk on backdrop is still intact, but yields are the wild card. Keep an eye on them. They can flip the game fast. And believe me, we will be keeping an eye on them. Bitcoin dominance and others. Right here, BTC. On the daily, we've lost the 50 EMA. Okay, going back to the point of control at around 61.35. Let's see what happens there if we come all the way down here. Again, Bitcoin dominance. Okay, and others. Let's see what that looks like. Small pullback, but holding this line of support at 268.77. Structure is still looking very clean, and the EMAs and everything still support more upside for others. Okay, others. This is total crypto market cap, excluding the top 10, essentially altcoins, lower cap altcoins. Okay, interpretation. Rotation into alts is alive, especially Ethereum and meme-heavy sectors. Bitcoin dominance may hold here, but the pressure is building below. Bonus insight, talking about this chart right here. Let me get there. Liquidation heat map on the 1 week. Okay, there are major liquidation clusters above and below the current price. This is a textbook engineered chop zone. Fake outs are likely. Whales are running the game between 102,000 and 105,000. That's what this is telling us here. So we can likely expect some more of this, essentially just chopping up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, what do meme coins tell us after we look at all that? Miggles. Right now pulling back, all right, after this move up to 6 cents, we didn't keep it going. Let's see if we can at least hold this and not get below the 200 EMA, which is this yellow line at 0.043. Toshi looking like it wants to retest this line right here at 3072. Let's hope that holds, and it's also coincidentally that line right there, the top of this little channel. Okay, which is good. So there's strong support here. Let's hope that it can hold here. And if it does, guys, Toshi's going higher too. Okay, but we gotta watch this support right here. We gotta watch this 3027. We gotta hold on to that. Keycat rejected hard off of this 0.008. Let's see if current levels, more or less 0.0060, hold as support. That would be ideal, and we could play in this zone for a little bit, which I think, if we do stay, I would give it higher probabilities that we go higher as opposed to going lower. Okay, so let's keep an eye on that. Dogging me again, also same thing, rejected 0.0013, coming back down here. This area right here, 3090. Okay, right now we're at 3092, 3090. I want to see this area hold right here as support. Hopefully it doesn't drop below that, or else we'd have to reanalyze, see what's going on. It could have just been this move up and then I come back down. If we hold to this, then I would say the fight would be here and up to 2013 to see if we could finally break on through. Okay, that's dogging me. All 4 coins are cooling, and that's not really a bad thing. Okay, this is a setup for dip buyers, not panic sellers. All right, and so my final synthesis, next 5 to 10 days. Bitcoin, like I mentioned, I expect it to be range bound. Okay, expect chop between 101,000 to 105,000. If 98.5 thousand fails, then look to 93.5 thousand. Ethereum might outpace Bitcoin in the near term, despite being way overbought. Okay, and meme coins, a 10 to 15% pullback is likely. Watch for entries near support, right? And the macro risk, no red lights yet, but VIX and rising yields means caution is warranted. And the key takeaway, guys, whales are accumulating, smart money is rotating, and this isn't a blow off top. It's a cooling phase inside a bullish structure. Stay sharp, know your levels, play it smart. Like and subscribe for daily breakdowns. You don't want to miss what is coming next. And again, if you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. I'm trying to grow this channel, and all that stuff really does help. With all that said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.